Welcome to another session of the School of Thought. Lunch and Learn. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather. The sun is out, so it's a good sunrise morning or afternoon. All right, our subject today, you're going to like it. I'm going to continue a little bit from my announcement yesterday. The subject is strategies during abundance. It's not strategies during famine. Strategies that you get during abundance, they're no longer strategies during famine. So what is it? Good question. During famine, it's not called strategies. It's called survival tips. So if you wait till famine come and you say, well, I'm hearing the Lord, no, you can't trust that, because now your emotion is in the wrong place. Your mind is no longer focused. You're no longer sober in famine. So the strategies that you think you're getting are like survival tips. Strategies only come during abundance. But most of us, unfortunately, are not conscious of that. We just put it aside and say, all right. And then we go pray and like, oh, okay. And he give you strategy. God give you strategy. Like, all right. But the strategies now are spoiled during famine. Now it's transformed into survival tips. They're no longer strategies. Because you notice even mentally, emotionally, you different during abundance. You're happy, you could think, you're sober. But when it's famine time, now you become challenged. Your emotion become challenged. Your mind, you no longer focus. You just want to do whatever it takes to survive. So that strategy is spoiled because you let it sit there. Now it becomes what? Survival tips. Now, I'm going to use in the book of life, I call the Bible the book of life, about Joseph's story. Now, you all know about the Joseph story, that the king had a dream and wanted somebody to interpret. Now, the interpretation came. I want you to see this. The interpretation came, and then Joseph told Pharaoh, right? Therefore, Pharaoh should look for a man both discreet and wise to put in charge of the land of Egypt. Pharaoh should do this and should appoint supervisors over the land to receive, here come the strategy, a 20% tax on the produce of the land of Egypt during the 7 years of abundance. Now, you notice that Joseph then said, get you a spiritual man, get somebody that is spiritual gifted. He said, wise man, a man that is discreet and wise. So, meaning when it comes to especially strategies on how to live or strategies in the natural, it's no longer spiritual. It's not a spiritual thing. And you use wisdom in the natural. He said, get a man that is discreet and wise. And then he started giving them the strategies, right? And this was the time of abundance. A famine is coming. So this is the way you preserve your family. You preserve your finance now. Use the strategies now. So when the famine comes, you could still live pretty. You won't have to be stressed, because why? You work your strategies during harvest, during the time of abundance. You don't wait till all your fruit, everything dried up, your land is all dried, and you don't know what to do. You start getting mad and spitting on everybody because your land all dried up. You don't know what to do, or your fruit is rotten. Because why? You missed that time. You procrastinated. You kept playing around at the time of abundance, having a party because you're harvest time and you're having a great time because you got money. Everything is going good and you working. Your job is paying you every week. So you're doing fine. And then when the famine comes, you get fired, you get laid off, and the company closed down, or your fruit get rotten. Now you want to panic. What am I going to do, Lord? Lord, then you start praying for a spiritual strategy or a spiritual door or intervention. And that's what we don't understand, especially believers. We don't understand. God don't operate that way. We keep living off of miracles. There's no such thing. You can't keep living off a miracle every day of your life. He gives you strategy, and for you to give you wisdom, he give you guidance. Except we just throw it away and say, oh, we just gonna put the blood on it and just ask God to come and fix it. Life don't work like that. And that's the reason why some of us, it look like God is not coming to our rescue. It's because we are in the wrong type of protocol of life. Right? You doing something else. The time that the strategies and the wisdom are coming, because now you okay, just like the transitioning teaching that I'm doing next week, when I've told people to sign up for that class and I brought the cost down. I'm saying this is wisdom, this is strategy in the time of abundance. While you still have your 9 to 5, this is the time for you to prepare for your income stream. So if the company closed down or they let you go, you get fired, you get laid off, you'll still have income and you'll still be able to pay your mortgage or pay your rent, still be able to feed your family and not sitting in a corner crying, oh Lord, please help me. Oh God, please help me. And that's what we do. We started speaking in tongue and want supernatural miracle when it's like, I gave you wisdom. I gave you a strategy, but you just kept procrastinating and you kept having a party like it's okay. That's all right. God gonna take care of me if something happens. Life don't work out that way. All right. So please allow me to give you some guidance and wisdom and how that work. And that's why a lot of people are blaming God. Why this is happening in this world? Why everybody? Because you don't understand the strategies of life. You can't live off of miracles. Miracles are not made for you to live every day. But wisdom, strategies is given to you, just like with Joseph. He said, and he gave him the strategy, appoint a supervisor. He didn't say get somebody that speaks in tongues. He didn't get somebody that go get a prophet, go get this. He said somebody that is wise, somebody that understands business, put them as supervisor over the land, go get taxes, 20% taxes for the people for the produce, so we could save up for the 7 year of abundance. And then he said, then they should gather all the food produced during those good years coming up and set aside grain under the supervision of Pharaoh to be used for food in the city, and they should store it. And then he said, this will be the land's food supply for 7 years of famine. In other words, this is the strategies for you to live. So I'm using my the transformation from 9 to 5 to self-employed as an example to you. It is a wisdom that's there. Oh, child, I don't need that right now. I'm fine. I've known people that's been very, very loyal to their job, 20 years, 15, 20, and then here come this paper. We decided to go another route, and they get laid off and give them a very small package and say, okay, goodbye, and you on your own. So what you gonna do? Oh God, give me a supernatural. I gave you a strategy, you overlooked it. I gave you wisdom, you overlooked it. So I'm saying life does not work under just miracle. God give you miracle as he choose, but that is not the principle for you to live life every day. You prepared for famine. Again, famine is not strategies. When you go come into mind, I heard the Lord say, I wouldn't trust it because you're not sober, you can't hear right, you're hungry, you woke, and you can't even pay attention. So how do you know those strategies are coming from heaven? You couldn't even hear it when he gave it to you at the time of abundance. So obviously there's survival tips. This is how you're going to survive through this. This is how, and well, you could live abundantly in the time of famine if you just follow the strategies in preparation. It's just something about us. You know, sometimes we don't like to prepare. We don't like knowledge until we actually see that we need it. But you should be able to see the forthcoming and start preparing for it. Like this particular strategy that we were giving during the workshop next week. Now, it's you have to have the knowledge or recognize the fact that you need the knowledge to acquire what you need to know what the right move to make as far as your business. Because how am I going to create this other stream of income? And that's the reason why we get scammed, because at the time of your survival tip, somebody could tell, oh yeah, I could help you make some money. And you're like, okay. And you waste money trying to get the quick scam and rich real quick because you didn't take time to strategize, to think about what is my next move, or get knowledge and guidance, what is my next move. So understand that even this particular session, we're going to teach you step by step what is the guidance. How do you open up your business? What is the proper knowledge that you need for your other stream of income? How do you prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially? The proper way to make money. There is a proper way to succeed, because every success is not good success. Like I said yesterday. So, this is the difference between new money and old money. New money is like fume. Old money stick around and multiply. New money don't multiply. It just gets spent. Okay. So I want you to go on khannahjosray.com and I want you to sign for it. It's online, so we have no excuse. But the price down because we took away lunch. So sign up, khannahjosray.com. Do not miss the strategies and the knowledge that you need. This is the flyer. The flyer is coming up on my other feed. That the workshop is only going to be online. It's going to be from 11 to 12:30, and we are going to just upload you with the knowledge that you need, and you're going to stack it up and work it one by one to be able to create your income stream while you still working, while you still have a 9-to-5, before you let go, before you get laid off, before the company fall apart, before anything, right? And some of you probably already there now and struggling in how to create your income stream. Make your way to that class so you can succeed in your business. There is a proper way to do business. And sometimes you don't find any revenue. It's because of the way we are doing our business. So I want you to share this video, share it with your friends and family, share it on your page, because somebody needs to hear it. And one day, if this is going to play back in somebody's mind, I remember this video that she was talking about these knowledge and this for me to acquire, for me to do my business. You need to know what is the next move that I need to make. How do I need to prepare myself for success? So you won't have to miss a paycheck, right? Even the federal employees that got fired, now the judge is bringing them back. Between that time, they still miss paycheck for them to pay their bills. Even though they're gonna come back now to get some of them to get their job. They're fighting to get their job back. There are some checks that are missed during that time. You don't want that to happen to you. You want to be able to have something to fall back on, which is your own business. Okay? So don't forget to register and bring your friends and family and take advantage of this workshop, because this is going to absolutely give you the knowledge and the wisdom that you need to prepare yourself. Okay? Time of preparation is extremely important. Okay? So thank you so much for joining me. You enjoy this weekend, enjoy this Friday. Have a super weekend and be safe. All right? Be safe and go on khannahjosray.com. My name is on the profile, khannahjosray.com, and register for it, right? Register and bring a friend. Sow it in somebody's life and say, you know what? I think you're going to need this knowledge for the future. So let's prepare ourselves. All righty. You have yourself a great weekend, and thank you for joining me.